Hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play of Star Trek Judgment Rites. We have entered another dimension where apparently Spock is being held, and now we're trying to figure out where Spock is and attempt to free him from this dimensional plane. So, I already talked to the Savant, so we'll go to the next area where maybe we can find Spock.
Spock, what have they done to you?
Fascinating. Emotional intensity of a previously unknown level. Our link with the Savant acts as an amplifier. The more minds in union with him, the greater the level of emotion. And happiness is a powerful emotion.
Spock, do you want this?
Happiness is a human desire, Captain. I am a Vulcan. I want to be free of emotions. This is the antithesis of my desires.
Spock!
The wreckage of an alien derelict, the Vurian's life support pod. There are 100 archaeologists who would love to be standing with you right now. These large, bright rocks seem to have been thrown to the surface of this planetscape from below. Their color makes an interesting contrast with the dull color of the surrounding land. Mr. Spock, the best science officer in Starfleet. James T. Kirk, in anguish due to his friend's predicament. Lieutenant Walker, who doesn't really know any of these bridge people very well. Lieutenant Sulu, who has always had a great deal of respect for Spock's scientific talents. Ensign Chekhov, who never expected to be traveling to another universe.
See what his scans say about.
Captain, Mr. Spock is normal except for accelerated brain activity in the areas of his brain that control psionic abilities. He is currently in a mind meld. Captain, wouldn't stunning Mr. Spock break whatever control that he's under?
Unless we deal with the creature that's doing this, it would only provide temporary relief. We must find a way to free Spock. Captain?
That's interesting. Just says, Captain, Vulcans don't like emotions, do they, Captain?
There have been incidents where Vulcans who were deliberately exposed to emotions went insane. Fortunately, I do not appear to be in immediate danger.
Hold on a minute. Just want to make sure about something.
We must find a way to free Spock.
I shall try to tell you what I know. The emotions make it difficult to communicate. The creature that has done this is called the Savant. A being of great power that has transformed itself into a creature of living emotion. It can form a link with any creature with psionic abilities, including Vulcans. It taps into latent emotions and amplifies them, using them to increase its emotional stability.
What happens if it gets cut off from you on the Vurian?
It would be alone, but could cope. We enhance its enjoyment, but we are not essential to its survival. We're like a backup system. It relies on us for emotional support, but it could exist without us. Captain, I recommend you negotiate with Savant to escape this place. I am expendable.
Expendable? Spock, I see that these emotions have given you a sense of humor. If we can find a weakness, we might be able to take you with us. What can you tell us, Spock? Spock, can you negotiate with the Savant on our behalf? Spock, we found some very strange stones. What are they?
This entire pocket dimension is organic and psionic. In order to maintain the Savant's life force, negative emotions that are suppressed might be absorbed in mineral-like pockets beneath the surface of this dimension. Captain.
Expendable? If we can find a weakness, we might be able to take you with us. What can you tell us, Spock?
Its reliance on emotion is its main weakness. It is a creature of intense needs, and despite having millions of years of joy, it still retains a subconscious fear of losing its joy, of experiencing negative emotions.
Sorry, just looking into something. Okay, because of those stones, they may be negative emotions. We saw a whole bunch of them in the first area. When Kirk walks ever so slowly. Let's see what these rocks are.
Why are you reaching for your phaser, Mr. Sulu?
Captain.
Walker, I saw you sneaking up on me.
Sir.
You're all against me. You've gotten rid of Spock, now me. Who's next? Scotty, Uhura? Or are they part of this too?
Captain, snap out of it.
Something is definitely wrong. Such intense emotions.
No effect.
Don't worry, Mr. Walker, I'll protect you.
Sir?
Sulu, Checo. You know, I may never have told you this before, but I care for you all more than I can tell. Sulu, with your dedication, your unwavering sense of responsibility.
Captain, are you talking about me?
Checo, I've always been impressed by your enthusiasm, all those wonderful Russian jokes, your humanity.
Captain?
And you, Mr. Walker, with your rugged determination, I'll bet you had more girlfriends than anyone in the history of the Academy.
Actually, sir, I'm
celibate. What was I just saying? This place reminds me of Deneva. I lost my brother there. He was a few years younger than I was, and there were times when he annoyed me.
Captain?
And now he's gone. Gone. I'll never see him again, never tell him... tell him...
Captain, snap out of it.
This place must be getting to me.
It's these stones.
No
I
effect.
don't think it's really problem to pick them all up, but some of the things that happened.
What are we doing here? Why did we come here?
Captain?
There's no way back. We'll never find Spock. We're trapped here forever, and it's all my fault. I knew the Antares Rift was dangerous. I should never have let the ship go in there.
Captain?
What? Let's find Spock. I heard that, Mr. Sulu.
I didn't say anything.
You've always been saying things behind my back. You've always said I don't have enough discipline, that I don't respect my crew. You're insubordinate, Mr. Sulu.
Get hold of yourself, Captain.
What on earth was I saying? I'm sorry, Mr. Sulu, that was not...
Captain, I think we better get out of here as soon as possible.
Now we need to pick up the bluestones, but you remember how it was there, but we got this pouch. So
I'll get them, Captain.
I accidentally had Kirk walk over there for some reason.
I've put them in the pouch we found. Boy, am I getting an odd feeling from these stones.
There's one last thing I forgot to do, I think. Got to do something with Spock, I think. Hold on a minute. Forgot to kind of help put him out of his misery though, but no wait. Walkthrough I'm using at all score. Maybe that's not what I'm supposed to do. Yes, I'm using a walkthrough because some of these missions can be a little cryptic and stuff, and I just want to make sure I'm doing it right and not cause the destruction of the universe. I want to try not to. There's a way you could actually tranquilize Spock and bring him down, but I think to make him kind of calm, but maybe it's better just to do it like this. I'm not sure.
You disturb my rest. Fortunately, I am not alone in bliss. Do not use such a tactic again on me. I warn you. What is this? What am I feeling? What have you done?
What's the matter, Savant? Not feeling those good vibrations?
Oh, I think I did something wrong here.
Is that sadness you're feeling, Savant? It couldn't be that those inferior humans have outwitted your great wisdom, could it? Life isn't all happiness and joy. It's time you experienced a reality check.
I should have said this before I went and did this.
Is that sadness? What's the matter, Savant? Not feeling those good vibrations? Life isn't all happiness and joy. It's time you experienced a reality check.
No. I have spent millions of years trying to escape the anguish. Misery is the destroyer of worthy souls, Captain, and you are destroying me.
I'm not destroying you. Your own unwillingness to respect others is destroying you. Free Spock and return us to our ship, and this will end. I didn't want to do this, but if I have to destroy you to free my friend, I will. I'm not destroying you. Your own unwillingness to respect others is destroying.
Am I really such a monster that I deserve such pain?
You have lost respect for others, Savant. Everyone may have different goals, different ideals than you, and you have the right to pursue them. You need to respect their free will, even if it makes them miserable.
You do not understand me, Captain, but I am in no mood to argue. You and your scientist may be freed. Enjoy your universe, Captain Kirk.
Captain's log, we are out of the Antares Rift and are on our way to Starbase 8, where the Enterprise has extensive repairs scheduled. All crew members, including First Officer Spock, are safely aboard.
From what I heard, there's a way you can actually leave without Spock, but I'm pretty sure that will not be a good ending because you need Spock in later missions, so...
So, Spock, you mean you had an eternity of pure enjoyment and you gave it up?
Affirmative, Doctor.
That has to be the most illogical thing I've ever heard. Humans spend their entire lifetime dreaming of an eternity of pleasure.
As do animals in the field. Perhaps humans are meant to be better than that. Perhaps we should dream of greatness and not simple gratification.
Greatness is a term subject to individual interpretation, Captain. The Savant viewed the pursuit of greatness as useless, because all great deeds and accomplishments are destined to be forgotten in cosmic terms.
A cosmic being thinks in cosmic terms, Spock. But somehow that philosophy overlooks a lot of life's little pleasures. There's just one thing that bothers me about the whole thing.
Really, Doctor?
Spock finally got to enjoy himself, and I wasn't there to see it. Now that's something worth remembering.
Yeah. Something else I forgot to mention is that you had to be careful when you talk to the Savant. If you don't do the right words, he'll destroy the universe. And that's not something that would be very good. No life ceased to exist and stuff.
Message from Starfleet Command.
On screen.
I've reviewed your report from your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments.
And there's still no space between assignment and captain.
The top brass at Starfleet are impressed with the results of your recent performance. Outstanding work, Jim. Keep up the good work. Kane out.
Like I said, some of the later missions are just hard to figure out what you do right or wrong. And they don't have official strategy.
How long until we
here.
reach Nova Atar, Ensign?
About 23 hours, Captain.
22 hours, 53 minutes, and 17 seconds to be precise.
Spock, there's no need to be precise. We're going on shore leave. Rest, relaxation, no calls from Starfleet.
Captain, we have a message coming in from Admiral Richards at Starfleet.
When they're about to go on shore leave, it's like, no.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Hello, Jim. I know you're going on shore leave, but
What is it, Chris?
since you're going there anyway, and it's only a small favor,
Favor?
I don't want to inconvenience you, but
Fine, you have it. What would you like me to do?
we recently discovered that one of the exhibits in the Smithsonian Annex at Nova Atar is of great historical significance to the Serenzi, an influential family from planet Lakian. The museum is going to have a small ceremony to return the item. The Federation planned to send a representative, but, well, she couldn't make it. Since you'll be in the neighborhood, well, no dress uniforms. All you have to do is smile and shake hands.
Smile, shake hands. It would be my pleasure, Admiral. My chief engineer had already promised to show me around. We'll be there.
Thanks, Jim. I owe you one. Check your data files for details. Oh, one more thing, Jim. Due to the security concerns, you won't be allowed to bring any electronic equipment with you. Richards out.
Now, I was saying...
Captain, do we really have to stand around and listen to speeches from a bunch of politicians?
It won't be all bad, Scotty. The curator's a major cognac producer, and he asked us to show up early to thank us for our support.
Okay.
Captain, it'd be rude to keep a man like the curator waiting, what with an important diplomatic function to prepare for.
After he hears that there's alcohol involved, he will. He's all anxious to go. Oops. Nova Atar.
Nova Atar, a Federation system whose third planet, Nova Atar 3, is the home of the Smithsonian Annex for this sector of the galaxy. Nova Atar is renowned for its rich collection of artifacts.
I'm going to call it Let's Play here before I continue searching on computer, because it's been going on for quite a bit. So I will save it here.
Save new game.
And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.